Hey everyone, Shane here with ROA Off-Road. Today is another Campfire Rant. We do these every single Thursday, and every Thursday of the first Thursday of the month, we do a live Campfire Rant. So if you want to join the community and jump on and make some comments and ask some questions, I'd love to answer those the first Thursday of every month. But today I want to go over I want to rant about something that happened to me a while ago. It was actually a person that I was looking to work with, a manufacturer, and probably won't be working with much in the future. But I met with them one time, and it was just something that impacted me. And I almost thought, why would you say that unless you were, I don't know, a liar or trying to hide something from people? So let's get into it. Over the last few years, we've really been looking to pick up the best manufacturers in the world. We've reached out to everybody and said we want to be the one-stop for the best off-road trailers in the entire world. And we've been doing a pretty good job at it. So I, over the last couple of years, have been visiting manufacturers like way too many times. I've reached diamond status year after year on Delta because I fly so much to visit these manufacturers all over the place. Manufacturers from all over the world. We've talked to manufacturers in Europe and manufacturers in America and in Australia, and we have a pretty cool lineup. So you want to check that stuff out, go to our website. But today I want to talk about, there was a story where I was meeting with this manufacturer. And we're just getting to know each other, and obviously you go in there and you want to see the quality, you want to see the team, you want to get to know them, kind of how they interact with their team. I'm always looking like, how does the team interact? Do they seem like there's a good culture there? Because if there's a good culture, that means people are going to be happy, and as they build the trailers, they're gonna build happy trailers. My wife always talks how she cooks food with love, right? If she's angry, she doesn't cook good food. So it's the same thing with anything in life. If people are happy, if the team or the employees working on the trailers are happy, it's gonna show in the end, in the product for the end consumer. But as I was talking and getting to know this guy, it kind of came up where, he knew we did some videos, and I was telling him, yeah, I have to go pretty soon because I'm going to be heading out on a customer adventure. We actually call them roamer adventures. And he's like, what? And I was like, well, it's like ROA, RVs of America, and you add MER on the end of it, and it's roamer. And so we do these ROA or roamer adventures with our customers, but we don't call them customers, we call them roamers. And so I was doing Mexico. I was going down into the Baja for 2 weeks with, I think there was maybe 30 something people. It was a blast. It was so much fun. But I told him this is what I was doing. And he was like, wow, really? And he's like, wait, so you're going on a trip with customers? And I was like, yeah, I'm going on a trip with customers. And he was like, And then we kind of like started, he's like, oh, that's interesting. And then we started going. And then he kind of like stopped again. He's like, wait, so you're going to be with them the whole time, like camping with them? And I was like, yeah, we're going to be camping, like around the fire and like hanging out and cooking dinner and everything. And I was like, yeah, 24/7 for almost 2 weeks. And he's like, man, geez, you must be brave or stupid, And then he kind of laughed and he's like, man, you got some kahunas for doing that. And I was like, sure, I guess, and I was like, I never thought of it being as brave or stupid. Anyway, long story short, like I said, not a very good relationship starter. And as I was sitting here and having this conversation, I was just like, I was kind of taken back. And I remember I was actually, my wife was with me. It's because one of the things when I go to visit manufacturers, I want to visit the camera guys are like pointing. There's a deer behind me. We're in nature. This is not staged, just so you know. This is our true Campfire Rant, with all the animals and all. So anyway, where was I at? Oh, so I actually go to a lot of these manufacturers. I like to take my wife. And one of my rules of thumb is, if the manufacturer's like, I don't want your wife here or your children here, that's also to me a non-starter, because I think, good business, they want their family involved in everything. Anyways, after this meeting, I was talking with my wife about it, and I thought to myself, why would he say something like that? Why would he say I had to be brave or stupid? And I want to say it was in another life, but I knew somebody, a long time ago. I was in a sales job working with this guy, and he was a pretty scummy person, just quite frankly, and he lied a lot. I think he just had a problem where he was a pathological liar, and he couldn't not lie. And I just remember his interaction with the customers that he would sell things to was always a one-time sell. He would sell it and he was gone, right? And they were gone, and he never wanted anything to do with them. And I realized the reason why he never wanted anything to do with them was because he was a liar. And when you lie, you got to think, oh, what did I say? Or what lie did I give to this person versus that person? And so I'm sitting here thinking, I don't want to judge this guy and say he's a liar, but I just thought, the only reason why I would have to be brave or stupid is if I was doing shady things with the customers, right? And when people get on there and say things like, oh, ROA, they're not honest, or they're ripping people off. I'm like, how can you even say that? Like, that is such an absurd thing to say when we literally go on adventures with people. And let me tell you, when you go on an adventure, when you go to a rally with somebody and you're hanging out around a campfire and they're talking to you and looking at you, you can't do that if you're ripping people off or if you're lying to people. And I'm not trying to claim I'm perfect, because I'm far from perfect. I make mistakes every single day and I'm always trying to get better. But no, we're here at ROA, we're not on this, pursuit to, pull one over on people and take advantage and lie and cheat and steal, because if we did, I don't know why we would be doing adventures and rallies together, because you can't do that. You have to be authentic and honest and upfront with people to be able to sit down and around a campfire and talk and enjoy each other's company. And to me, that was the only thing that I could come up. Why would you have to be brave to go on a camping trip with somebody that you sold a trailer to? Why would it be stupid of you, right? And the only thing is, I think that was a reflection on maybe him and more than anything else. So that was my rant. Hopefully in the industry, I don't believe you ever have to be dishonest or lie. I all the time I tell, we talk to the sales coaches and I say, listen, you just give them the information. If they want to buy a trailer, they'll buy a trailer. And if they don't, they don't. And that's fine. We'll live another day. We don't have to sell every single trailer. And it bothers me so much when I hear salesmen telling just silly things like saying, oh, that's 10,000 pound trailer. Yeah, sure, you can tow that with a Toyota 4Runner. To me, that's just a straight up lie. And they're just doing that for a sales and a transaction to get your business. But those people, they never want to go out to go sit around a campfire with you, because you would be like, why did you sell me this trailer and tell me I could tow it with that vehicle? You liar, right? You would strangle them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a campfire rant, I believe, more than some of my other ones. Hopefully you learned anything. If you have any questions, tell me a story. Tell us a story if you've ever had an experience with a terrible salesperson where you just knew they were lying and you never would want to ever be around them. And share any comments you have, and hopefully we'll see you on a roamer adventure someday. If you buy a trailer from ROA, you become part of our community of roamers, and we have a lot of fun roaming around. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.